7th. Saudi Arabia is going down.
3-4 months ago, you made history. Became the first Mexican heavyweight championship in New York. I know it's disappointing that it didn't happen in New York, but now it's in Saudi Arabia. How safe do you feel now that you experienced a press conference in Saudi Arabia yesterday, champ?
You know what? It's really nice, man. It's nothing what people think in Saudi Arabia. Beautiful people. They welcome me really good. You know, especially the food. The food is amazing. Especially the rice. If people go there, they got to try the rice. But it's amazing, man. I'm blessed to be over there, and it was well worth it going over there.
Reflecting on the first fight, you know, you were the first one to get knocked down, you got back off. It was like a life and death situation. Are you going to prove that once again on the rematch? Because it seemed like Joshua maybe didn't want to do what he did with you, like, you know, in terms of life and death situation.
Of course, you know, he dropped me. He tried to finish me off. He got me with a great right hand that would have put anyone else on the floor, or would have been over. But you know what? With me and that Mexican warrior that I have inside of me, we made it happen, you know. I didn't give up. I followed my dreams. I followed what I had to do. I listened to my team and my corner, and we got the win. We made history, and we're the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world.
Deontay Wilder mentioned something that he wants Tyson Fury to step aside and win this fight. He wins his fight, and right away unification bout. What do you do? What do you like?
That'd be awesome, you know. First I wanna focus on Joshua. You know, I don't wanna talk about another fighter and this and that. My eyes on the prize is on him. You know, because this is a really serious fight. You know, he wants his belts back, and my job is not to give him. You know, I don't wanna give it to him, man. A lot of people saying about the 15-minute fame. Fuck that. I'm gonna train hella hard and I'm gonna win.
Where do you rank this rematch?
And the rematch is, I rank it like Muhammad Ali. You know, like he's like how he went over there, Thriller, Manila. That's how it's gonna be.
And you didn't. Eddie said before that you did not ask for a rematch clause in addition to what you had in your contract already. Why not?
Because we have confidence. You know, we're confident that we're gonna win, and there's other big things for me. You know, there's other big things, but the December 7th we're gonna win.
So you didn't even consider that? I mean, just to protect yourself in the event something crazy happens?
No, we're gonna be fine, man. God's on our side, and we're gonna win. And like I said, there's other more things ahead after this fight.
There was a lot made yesterday. There were photos of you with your shirt off and everything. People were, oh my God, he looks way bigger than he did before. Did you hear about any of that? I know you've been flying.
Of course, you know, I've been flying. I am a little bit bloated from the foods from the airplane and all that, but you know what? Just the way that I look don't mean nothing. What matters is being in the ring and ready to fight. That's what really matters. Not just how I look right now.
Do you think more was made? You know, you have 3 months to train. Obviously, do you think too much was made of that, being that there's so much time between the fight?
No, you know, for the first time, I only had a month and a half, less than that. So we have a better, proper training camp this time. So we're really confident that we're gonna win. You know. Do
you have a target weight in mind for the fight?
255.
255. So that'd be 13 pounds lighter, right?
Yeah, 13 pounds because I weighed because Anthony Joshua he's gonna be a lot lighter. He's gonna try to move a little bit more, but I don't think that's gonna be good for him. I'd rather him be a little bit more heavy, more strong he has small legs, you know, so it's gonna be a little hard for him to be moving around, trying to box me around with the faster guys. So, but you know what, anything could happen, you know. It's 50-50 game, December 7th, but the main thing is who has more confidence and who believes in themselves more. I think that's who's gonna win the fight.
You just feel that you need to be lighter because he'll be lighter for the most part, or what?
No, I'm gonna be lighter just because I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna feel better. I'm gonna feel stronger, faster. He's gonna be a little lighter, but that might be bad or good in his advantage, but we're gonna see December 7th.
We've heard people keep making the Buster Douglas analogy. He pulled the upset and then didn't train, and
that's nothing. That's what a lot of people are saying. That's a fade because I bought some jewelry, things that I always wished and I always wanted, you know. That doesn't mean that I'm not focused, doesn't mean that I'm not hungry no more. This is not enough. I want to be more. I want to be more legacy, more winning fights, you know. So a lot of people that are saying that I'm not focused or that I don't want this they're crazy.
Coming back to New York, you said how, you know, the thoughts come back in your head. Talk about that a little bit, just kind of when you landed yesterday, I guess, or whenever you came here?
Well, we just landed like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. So you know this is where all happened. You know, this is where it all happened. Where I became the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world. It would have been cool if the fight was right here, but it's going to be amazing over there in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be a historic venue and a historic fight, and I'm ready to make history over there.
Did you hear him sort of making excuses for why he didn't perform well?
No.
Demeanor, neck, talking about other fighters.
You know, we all have good and bad days, you know, and, you know, I feel there's no excuses, but, you know, who knows, you know, what was going through his head, but the main thing is December 7th, he has another opportunity to get the belts back, and I have the opportunity to prove everybody that I wasn't a lucky shot or whatever that they're saying, you know, so I think we win fights inside of the gym, and we're going to win, man. We're going to be training hard.
Did you see things that you could do better in that fight? I mean, you got knocked down.
Of course, you know, we've been watching that fight over and over. I've seen a lot of the mistakes that I've done. I don't want to say because I want to improve them. So the main thing is just to get back in the gym, keep training, and remain the champion.
And why were you so adamant about not fighting him in England or Wales in the rematch? Why was that important not to do that?
Well, we're negotiating. You know, I would fight wherever, man. The fighter's gonna fight wherever, but it's just the team where they're gonna negotiate whatnot. I don't think that's my business to be saying, you know what, I want to fight here, I want to fight there.
Oh, so it wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me. But wherever it is, you know, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be ready, and I'm gonna be. I'm gonna train hard, and I'm gonna win.
So you would have been, just to clarify, if the rematch would have wound up in London or Cardiff,
I would have been there. If the number would have been right, I would have been there, and I would have given him the chance. There's no reason to be hiding of the country. Or he came all the way over here, I would have gone back over there, but they made it in Saudi Arabia, so I think that was a fair choice.
How much does it put your mind at ease now that you've been there and you know what it's like? It's just Saudi Arabia.
Well, no. You know what? A lot of people were saying bad things about over there, how it is, just because they have different rules. You know, they have different beliefs. But you know what? When I went over there, they welcomed me very well. Everything was just organized very well, and you know the people were well. So there's nothing bad to say about that.
Andy, when you looked at AJ this time around, do you read him different? Like, how are you reading him this time around when you looked into his eyes yesterday and today?
You know, he just looks more focused. You know, but of course, you know, this is a rematch. He wants his belts back. Of course, we're gonna be focused. I'm focused as well. I know he's hungry, but the more that I see that he's hungry, the more I'm gonna be fucking hungry. So, you know, I'm ready for December 7th.
When you went to the gym as a world champion, did you feel different?
Of course, you know, because there's a lot of responsibilities of being heavyweight champion of the world, and you know, like I said, there's a lot of responsibilities. We got to train, and yeah, we had a little bit of fun. I celebrated my birthday earlier just so we could be in camp, you know. So I'm blessed, man. I'm really blessed to be here.
All right, cool. Last one. No, shoot. Let's go train.
So, hey, man, how are you? You remember me from LA? Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, Adam Hyman here with lots of. In the middle.
Guys, who has a question?
Guys, who has a
lucky punch. What do you make from that?
He said it was from the gods, and to tell you the truth, it wasn't from the gods. I've been praying all my life for this opportunity for me to become the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world, and I always give God the glory, and I'm going to say the same.
How'd you react to when he said that?
You know what, I was laughing and I was agreeing with him, you know, because just because I got him with the good head doesn't mean what he was saying, you know, but God was on my side, we did win the fight, and we're going to do the same thing December 7th.
I know a lot of fans brought up Andy.
All of Mexico behind you?
You know, I hope so, you know, but there's always going to be doubters, there's always going to be haters, but at the end of the day, there's always still supporters.
Was this a dream come true for you?
It was a dream come true. I made history, and December 7th, we're going to continue to make history.
Andy, you ever knocked out Anthony Joshua 4 times with your short notice. Now that you have a long camp, do you predict a knockout from your side?
You know what? The knockout comes when it comes. I never predict a knockout. I never look for the knockout. The main thing that we look for is when we practice inside the gym. You know, I feel when you go and look out for the knockout, it doesn't come. It doesn't come when you want. You know, but You know, we're going to be training hard. A lot of people are saying that we're not taking it serious just because I bought some lies. I bought my family a nice house. Something that we've been dreaming about my whole life, like I said. But we're focused, man. I'm so focused. I don't want to give these belts back to him.
Andy,
How do you truly feel deep down about going to start?
I feel good. You know, at first it was a little like, it was iffy, you know, but as soon as we got there, it's a lot different, man. It's a lot different. You go out there and meet people, and I suggest you go out there, get your visa, get your passport, and tune in December 7th.
Hey, Andy.
I don't want to talk about Snickers.
Hey, Andy.
M&M's now.
Andy, Jimmy from Boxing Action Magazine. Now, you've rose to stardom very quickly. Have you gotten a chance to talk to other superstar athletes who maybe rose to stardom that quickly? Have they given you any type of advice?
I have. I've been FaceTiming Canelo. Canelo's gonna go out there. He's gonna support me. I'm gonna announce it on Instagram. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of celebrities out there supporting me. A lot of Mexican celebrities. You know, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. They just signed with Dan. So you know, there's a lot of things like that. But you know, we're just focused on December 7th against Anthony Joshua.
Andy, how is it?
It's no secret that you're a big guy, but it's also no secret that it works for you. But be it as it may, now that you have a full training camp, do you think it may be advantageous to shed a few pounds?
Of course. The goal is we're going to be at 255 pounds. We're going to be a lot lighter. We're going to feel a lot stronger. I just didn't want to lose too much weight being so close to the fight, you know. I wanted to be strong. I wanted to feel good, and that's exactly what we did.
Andy, you mentioned not feeling like you have security out there. What do you mean by that? Like security in terms of referees and judges, or personal security detail, and how did those issues get resolved?
You know what? Everything got resolved. The Prince had so much security on me. Security with G-Wagons. It's amazing out there, man. I just suggest everybody to get your passport, get your visa, go to the fight December 7th, Saudi Arabia. It's going to be an amazing fight.
Andy, what would you say when you were face to face with Joshua yesterday?
Yeah, we were exchanging a lot of different words, but I was just telling him that I know he's going to be ready. I know he's hungry. That I was telling him that I'm hungry too, and you know, it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be a hell of a fight.
I read a tweet that said, he said, "Remember me," and you said, "Remember these hands." Is that accurate?
Remember these hands? No, I didn't say that.
Okay. Do you feel like you mentally broke in the fight? It seemed like you had a lot of excuses for why he lost. Do you feel like you mentally broke?
Right now, a little wrong in the head. You know, it's still like, man, what the hell's happening? I feel Eddie Hearns is pressuring him to do things that he doesn't want to do. But you know what? This is part of the game. You know, it's part of the game. He has a second chance. You know, just because of one loss doesn't mean it's all over. You know, and he could bounce back, but my job is him not to bounce back and not to win my house.
How different of a camp
Anthony
is this gonna be?
Joshua seems.
Who else?
Right here.
You use the robot emoji a lot when you're talking about Anthony Joshua.
One time.
But now he lost weight. Do you think you gave away your advantage? Because he's slimming down.
No, I think that's better for him to slim down. I feel he's not going to be as strong. I feel it's a disadvantage for him. You know, I think he should be how he was. You know, but if anything, I'm the one who's going to lose a little bit of weight. I'm going to feel more faster. I'm going to be better in shape. So, you know, December 7th, everything's going to show.
Now, why are you losing weight? You think it's pressure from society? Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You came in at 268 for the last fight.
267, and 1 pound different. Hey, but no, it's just how I feel. You know, I feel I should drop a little bit more. I feel I'm gonna have more ability to do stuff. I know he's gonna be switching up a little bit, but I don't know. I seen Anthony Joshua's all his fights. You know, I don't think he's good moving around, boxing around. So I think that's what he's gonna be trying to do. And the thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick to him like gum.
Now you made your brother.
What about him saying that he's going to break your jaw? He doesn't like you. What about that?
I remember. but I don't really let that get to my head. You know, everyone's gonna talk shit. I'm not one of the shit talkers. I have respect for him. I have love for him outside of the ring, but inside of the ring, we put the switch on, and it's a whole different show. You know?
And considering where you want this camp to be, Andy, what differences are we going to see from you in camp? You think?
I'm just training harder, man. I got a longer camp this time, so I started camp. That's why I celebrated that's why I celebrated my birthday early, just so I could start camp. I could be better in shape, you know. So, you know, we're gonna be ready. I owe Taylor from LA.
Thank you, Andy.
Have mentioned, you know, the.
I think the Swedish combination, I don't think he has fighters that goes more than 3 so that's what I think that's how we're going
Andy, change in time. What's the plan heading to Arabia for the fight? You're going to be there a month before, or
we're going to be there. We're going to be there a few weeks earlier
to properly acclimate.
It's not my first time fighting outside of the country. I've fought in Macau, China 2 times. So you know what? Wherever you're at, what time, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're in there, you believe in yourself, and you're ready to fight.
But how soon are you going to head out there to properly acclimate to the changes?
I don't know. I don't want to say yet because we're not there yet, you know. But we are going to be there before, of course, before the fight.
Andy, you got your Doritos? No more Snickers.